Amara wakes to the faint hum of Uluba outside her window. The sound is constant, almost mechanical, a mixture of neon buzzing, distant music, and the metallic rattle of a city that never rests. She lies still in her bed, eyes open, the cracked mirror across the room catching fragments of her in the dim light. The shards reflect a dozen versions of her, some looking terrified, some tired, others empty. None smiling. Her chest feels heavy. The city presses down on her even here, in the silence of her own room. She gets up slowly, barefoot, stepping onto the cold cement floor. The room is sparse, the walls damp with patches of peeling paint. She pours water into a cracked mug and sips. It tastes metallic, bitter, as if even water has been tainted by Uluba. When she looks out of her window, she notices the street already alive with its morning chaos, men rushing with briefcases, women balancing baskets on their heads, children dodging traffic to get to school. No one looks at each other. No one looks up. Uluba moves as one body, faceless, endless. Amara leaves her apartment and walks through the narrow corridor. The silence of the previous night still lingers here, the closed doors, the unanswered cries, the swallowed stories. She passes them quickly, her pace unsteady, until she's back on the street. The day is brighter than most. The sun struggles against the neon, but Uluba always wins. The city's colors are artificial, painted by glowing signs, flickering advertisements, and endless chatter from shop radios. She walks toward the cafe, her body tense, every step carrying the weight of repetition. But today feels different. At the cafe, things move in rhythm, the scrape of chairs, the clink of glasses, the muted conversations of customers. Amara moves among them as if floating, her mind distant. She notices details sharper now, the lines in people's faces, the dust on the floor, the way some eyes follow her too long. She realizes the cafe is not a place of rest, it's a hunting ground. The students with their easy laughter are here again. So are the mothers with their heavy silence. And at the corner, the men, the same men whose gaze had shifted days before, sit quietly, their attention constant, their presence unshakable. They don't need to speak. Their watching is enough. That evening, when the cafe closes, Amara lingers outside. She stares at the locked door, her hands trembling slightly around the key. Across the street, shadows wait. This time there are more, not just 2 men, but 3, 4, 5. Some lean against walls, others pretend to smoke, but their eyes are fixed on her. Amara feels her breath shorten. She doesn't move. The street is too quiet for a city like Uluba. The silence is worse than noise. She takes a step, then another, heading home. Her footsteps echo. The shadows follow. Her walk back becomes a ritual of dread. Every corner she turns, every alley she passes, the city closes in. She doesn't look back, but she feels them behind her. Uluba itself seems to guide them, its neon lights pointing her way forward, its shadows giving them cover. When she reaches her apartment building, she pauses at the gate. Her hands shake as she tries to unlock it. The men don't rush her. They don't need to. Their patience is a kind of violence. Inside the corridor, the silence greets her again. She passes the same closed doors, the same untouched walls, the same suffocating stillness. She wants to scream, to break through the silence, to force someone to react, but no sound escapes her. She enters her apartment and locks the door. In her room, the cracked mirror waits. She sits before it, the city's neon glow leaking through the window and bathing the shards in strange light. The fragments show her face, but also something more. She begins to notice Uluba in them, the skyline hidden in the cracks, the streetlights forming patterns in her eyes. She realizes the city has been inside her all along. Amara whispers to herself again. At first, it's faint. Then louder. The words come without her choosing. I am still here. But even as she says it, the mirror suggests otherwise. Her reflection flickers in the dim light, the pieces of her face rearranging into something that doesn't belong to her. The hum of the city grows louder. Or perhaps it has always been this loud, and she's only now hearing it clearly. That night, Uluba devours her silence. The sounds outside merge into one unbroken roar: men's laughter, babies crying, music, footsteps, glass breaking, neon buzzing, all at once. Amara covers her ears, but it seeps into her bones. She lies on her bed, eyes wide, staring at the ceiling, the mirror reflecting her fractured form. In the reflection, she sees herself not as Amara, but as another figure, worn down, broken, with eyes that no longer resist. A woman swallowed by the city. The next morning, Amara doesn't go to the cafe. She doesn't leave her room. She doesn't move at all. When the landlady knocks, there's no answer. When the neighbors pass by, they hear nothing. The corridor keeps its silence, as it always has. Uluba swallows another story whole, heading her to the graveyard of silences. Uluba continues. The neon still buzzes. The streets still breathe. Men still watch. Mothers still endure. Students still laugh. And somewhere in the city's endless hum, if one listens closely, one might hear the faintest whisper, a name, caught between neon and silence. Amara.